Hi there, my name's Jonathan Leonard. I'm from the Earthlight group at Sydney University. Today we're going to be doing GPlates tutorial 1.2, which is pretty much just navigating around GPlates, looking at how different ways we can view different information. So let's start at the gplates.org website, and we'll go to the user docs. You can also get user docs at the Earthlight website. Whichever is more useful to you. So navigate to the introductory tutorials, and today we're going to be doing tutorial 1.2, which is on controlling the view. So download the sample data and also download the PDF, which is the text tutorial, and let's get started. So I've already downloaded the data, so if we go straight to GPlates, the data is simply today just a GPML file of the coastlines. So in the previous tutorial, we explained how we can open this GPML file through the Open Feature Collection command and just navigating to it and pressing on it there. But I'm not going to do that. There's actually a much easier way to load a GPML file. So if we navigate to our file and go to the GPML file, we can see it's just the global coastlines that we've got, and you can simply just drag and drop the coastlines onto GPlates, and that's pretty cool. We can see here we can navigate around just by clicking and dragging. We can also use the arrows, so going up, down, to the left, to the right, which is pretty cool. And if we want to get to a specific coordinate on the globe, we can go to View tab and then Camera Location, and we can press and move up or down manually to that, or we can set a location. And let's go to Mexico City. So that's 19.433 degrees latitude and minus 99.117 longitude. So we can see here the center, that looks like Mexico around here. It's hard to see though, so if we want to pivot around the center that we're looking at, we press shift and then we can simply drag around, and that's much better. We can see Mexico City is here, somewhere in Mexico, and yeah, it becomes much more clearer. So onto zooming. There are four main ways we can zoom. The first way is just using the mouse scroll this way. The second is using the zoom slider on the right. And the third is this control field down here. So let's make that 200, for example. And finally, we can go to the View tab, Camera Zoom, and we can set a zoom, which just leads you to the box down here. Or we can manually move the zoom in and out through here. The reset zoom just brings it back to where we originally were. So each zoom has its own advantages and disadvantages. It's just up to you what works best. I find the scrolling works best, just because it's the easiest. But it's up to you to work out. Play around with it a little bit, see what happens. Finally, there's it's at the moment we've got the 3D orthographic view, which is a nice view, a nice little projection, but it's not always best, especially if you want to see the whole globe at once. So we can actually change the map projection. This is done in two ways. Firstly, we can go to View, then we can go to Set Projection, and it gives us a whole bunch here. So let's do the mole-wide projection, and we'll set the central meridian up to 180 degrees. And we can see the 180 degrees is in the center here. And we've got a whole view of the Earth. And you can actually mess around with that a little bit. So the second way we can change the projection is probably a little bit easier. Down here there'll be a little view drop down box, and we can mess around with different projections on here. And yeah, so play around with that a little bit, and GPlates is really simple when it comes to visualizing data. So it's really fun to play around with. So thanks for watching. My name's Jonathan Leonard. Cheers.